We'll begin by lying back on our mat. Lengthening your arms out to the sides of your body. Connecting with your natural breath. Possibly knees are bent, feet are grounded, or legs lay long. When you feel ready, deepen your breathing in and out through your nose. Sending your breath slowly down to your belly, into both of your lungs, before completely exhaling all of your air back out. One more cycle of breath here. Bend your knees, ground your feet. Exhale, windshield wipering your legs to the right. Inhale, knees come up. Exhale to the left. And looking the opposite direction as your legs. Moving nice and slow. And last one. Come back to center. We'll rise up onto our forearms with elbows stacked under shoulders, belly button towards your spine. So engaging the deep abdominals, float the feet, keep the knees bent. Egg beater, sending lower legs slowly in little circles, and then reverse. And again, one more time, egg beaters. And reverse. When you're ready, we'll come up into a seat. You can connect with your breath here. Slide your shoulders gently down your back. Maybe turn your palms open to the sky. Inhale, shrug your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, relax your shoulders down your back twice more. We'll take some arm circles nice and slow forward. 2 more times. Come to center and reverse. Arm circles going back and down. One more time. Bring the forearms forward. And we'll take some egg beaters of the forearms. Palms open, fingers relaxed, and switch. Do that again one more time. Egg beaters of the forearms. And reverse. And bringing the arms forward, a slight bend at the elbows. We'll flex our palms away from us as though the hands were on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, flip the fingertips down towards the earth. Inhale, open the palms forward. And exhale, flex the fingers down. 2 more. When you're ready, finding your way into an all-fours position. Knees stacked under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. For a few cat-cow flows. Inhale, opening your heart, arching the mid and upper spine. Exhale, round your back and release your tailbone towards the ground. For 4. Last one. Come back to center, neutral, long stacked spine. We'll send our right leg back, float it up, bend from the right knee, flex the right foot without leaning to the left. Inhale, open the right hip, right knee goes to the right side. Exhale, right knee comes down. Inhale, right foot up, open the right hip. Exhale, right knee comes down. 2 more this direction. Hip circles. Last one. As the right knee meets the ground, now reversing. Inhale, right knee comes out to the right, hip opens first. Close the hips so they feel level, they're squared, the right knee is back. Exhale, releasing it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close and bring it down for 2. Last one. Right leg back, float it up. Level the hips, add the left fingertips, raise or extend the left arm forward, maybe flipping the left palm down towards the earth, balancing table, head, neck, and spine align. One more cycle of your breath here. Releasing the left hand down, the right knee down. Following an exhale into a child's pose variation that is serving to you this morning. Maybe knees are closed, maybe knees are open. Possibly lengthening your arms forward, connecting palms, knuckles, fingers down. Inhale, arrive back in all fours, restack the joints, send the left leg back, bend the left knee, flex the left foot. Inhale, open the left hip. Exhale, bringing the left knee down. And 3 more. Last one. I know this is tricky. We're gonna now reverse. So left knee comes out, open the hip first, then bring it up, close the hip, and left knee down. 2 more. And releasing back to center. This time exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal out your heels one at a time, very slow. Keeping softness at your knees and your elbows. External rotation of your shoulders, so armpits looking in. Let the shoulder blades elevate towards the ears. At the same time, soften the shoulders down your back. And possibly shifting your heels one way and the other. Eventually arrive at stillness, downward facing dog, head, neck, and spine align. So the gaze is probably back towards the toes. Next, inhale, float to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and walk your way into a forward fold. Knees stay bent, release the crown of the head. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Heart is open as shoulders draw back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reverse your squat to climb your mountain. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up if you want. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down, meeting the earth. Step back to plank, lower your knees possibly. Exhale, bend the elbows and come all the way down to your belly. Elbows drawing in, shoulders down the back towards each other. Root the tops of the feet, squeeze the legs in. Inhale, lift the heart, low cobra. Exhale, release to belly down twice more. Last one. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Make your way lightly into forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, climb your mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Maybe setting an intention for your practice this morning, a single point of focus in your mind's eye. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Possibly drawing your hands to your low back, hug a finger or two, or interlace your fingers. If you'd like, shoulder rinse, big stretch for the shoulders. Inhale, hands to the sky. On another inhale, float the arms down, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down on something, right leg back, back knee down. Inhaling a low lunge with the front knee stacked over the ankle. Tuck or untuck the back toes. Draw the legs towards each other in all directions and think of leveling your hips. If you want to, bringing hands to hips or heart, tuck your back toes. Inhale, float your back knee, high lunge. We're on the ball of our back foot. Back heel in alignment with back ankle. One more cycle of breath. Exhale to plank. Step back and add a flow if you want. Exhale, lowering halfway or to your belly. Inhale, low or high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Guide your big toes to touch, heels apart. Inhale, maybe right leg floats to the sky in three-legged dog. Exhale to guide your right foot up between your hands, front knee over ankle, the back knee comes down. Inhale, low lunge. If you want, maybe tucking your back toes, preparing for high lunge. Inhale, rise up. One more cycle of your breath wherever you are. Exhale, hands down on something. Inhale, get long through the back leg and root the right heel. Exhale, step forward into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, climb your mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe interlacing your fingers, flipping your palms towards the sky, standing tall. As you exhale with a long spine, side bending over to your left. Keep the head and neck soft, maybe looking down or forward. Inhale, slowly restack your spine if you went anywhere. Lengthen through your palms. Exhale, over to your right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, diving down into a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step your left leg back into a lunge, keeping the back knee lifted if that feels all right. Leveling the hips. We're going to keep our left hand down on something, maybe on the ground, possibly reaching your right arm forward. This is where it gets tricky. The left hand moves forward so that you're stacking the joints. Keep the right knee bent, maybe floating the left leg back behind you. If you feel comfortable doing so, probably put both hands down on the ground, walk them back, float the left leg, and possibly bringing it forward to sit down onto your bottom. Hugging the right knee, the right lower leg in towards your body. And then bending the left knee, lean back into a boat pose with your feet grounded, maybe hands down for support, possibly extending one arm or both arms forward if that feels nice. Maybe floating one leg at a time or both at once. Connect with your breath, keep the heart open, shoulders down the back. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows, your jawline. There's about a fist distance between the chin and the chest. Let's have one more cycle of breath wherever you feel good. And ground the feet very slowly. We're going to lower down onto our backs. If you ever feel strain in the core or the back, please modify. Grounding the feet, placing your palms and your arms into the ground. Option for bridge pose. Inhale, pressing through the feet, rolling up one vertebrae of your spine at a time, beginning with the sacrum. Hips go high in your glute bridge. Length at the front of the body into the hip flexors especially. Strength at the back of the body. Try not to clench the glutes. Knees are tracking in line with hips and ankles with the knees. One more cycle of breath. On an exhale, we're going to slowly roll down one vertebrae of our spine at a time until the low back releases. You'll still have a natural curve there and the hips come down. Possibly taking a few windshield wipers, arms out beside the shoulders, long palms open to the sky. Exhale, legs one way, gaze across the other direction. Inhale, knees up. And exhale the other way. When you're ready, find your way back to center. Exhale, hug the legs in under the thighs or over the shins. Maybe rocking side to side. Child's pose on your back. Possibly for a hip opener, allow the knees to open outward. Keep the toes touching. One more cycle of breath. And from here, we're going to rock onto one side of our body. Slowly find our way up into a seated position. And crawling around through all fours. Exhale, tuck your toes, and make your way to downward facing dog. And guiding the big toes to touch and the heels apart. If you want, inhale, left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale to slowly guide your left foot up between your hands. Tuck your back toes and float your back knee. We're in our lunge legs. Level the hips. And tricky pose here. Keep the left knee bent. Placing the right hand down. Remember, you can move the hand though. Maybe lengthening the left arm forward. I'm sending my right hand a little bit more forward to float my right leg up, getting long. You'll probably ground both of the hands here to send your right leg through and forward, finding a seat onto your bottom. Go ahead and hug around the lower left leg, bringing the knee in towards the body. And then bending from the right knee, setting both feet down. Finding your boat pose, floating the arms, floating the legs if you want, possibly flowing your boat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it in. Listening to your body, feeling sensation, and looking for that sensation to feel beneficial. For 3. Last 1, bring it to any kind of boat that you like. We're going to slowly lower down, maybe through a V-sit. Releasing onto your back. If you like bridge pose, you can set up with the feet down, the hands and arms grounded, kind of tuck your shoulders under your body. Inhaling 1 vertebrae of your spine up at a time until the hips are high in a glute bridge. Maybe hugging your hands, interlacing the fingers and drawing your palms towards each other. One more cycle of breath here. Unwind the hands, place them down. As you exhale, untuck your shoulders and lower 1 vertebrae of your spine down at a time. Releasing the hips last. Windshield wipers if you want for about 4. Exhaling. Inhaling to realign at center. When you finish your flow, bring the knees back up. Exhale, maybe hugging under the thighs or over the shins. Rocking side to side if you'd like. Maybe drawing the knees apart, leaving the toes together. Possibly hugging the legs or the feet somewhere. Butterfly on your back, big hip opener. Breathe to the bottom and the backs of your lungs to send your breath into your shoulder area, feeling that spot between the blades open up. Tuck your chin, relax the jaw, keep drawing the tailbone down to the ground. That might mean readjusting where your hands are. They don't have to be on the feet. If you're called to open the feet towards the sky in a happy baby, go there. If you feel really open, then maybe some rocking feels nice. When you're ready, send the feet back in, hug the legs, rock onto one side of your body. Find a seated position that you can crawl through all 4s in. From all 4s, exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk your feet forward and fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Climb your mountain. Reaching up, possibly taking a moment to reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your intention. Bring it into your mind's eye. Tree pose. We'll stand on our right foot first. Ground the right heel, the toes, the edges of the right foot. Soften the right knee. And then drawing your left foot into your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. It doesn't matter how high it goes. What is important is that we feel the hips are level for stability, strengthening our hips. Drawing the foot and the leg into each other. Add your arms where you like them. Move your breath down to both of your lungs. One more cycle of breath. Hands to heart. Maybe left hand, left knee. Bring the left foot off of the right leg. Flex it. Add the right arm out to your right side. Little glute squeeze on the right glute. This is a hip opener. Bringing the hips closed so left leg comes back to center. Hugging your left foot either side in your hand or strap around your left ankle. For dancer pose, the right arm reaches up, sending the leg into the hand and the right arm up to the sky. I'll also show this from the side. Mobility in the mid and upper back is being used. The low back stays long and stable. Release that side. And we'll switch. So left foot is your root now. Keep the left knee bent wherever we go. Right foot finds your left leg anywhere above or below the left knee for your tree pose. 3 more cycles of breath. And if you did so on the other side, bringing the left arm out to your left side, peeling the right foot off of the left leg, hugging your right knee and your right hand with the right toes flexed. When you're ready, send your right hip close, so right knee back to center. Hips are aligned for dancer. Joining right hand to right foot or a strap around your right ankle. Sending energy outward and upward. Feel the heart open, feel the throat open. 1 more breath. And slowly release, come back to center. Mountain pose, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Exhale, hands down, plank, take a flow if you want. Exhale to lower halfway or at the belly. Inhale, heart opener, maybe upward facing dog on the tops of the feet. Float the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, walking your feet forward into a fold. From here, you could either find a seat on your bottom, or you can turn your heels in and your toes out for malasana or yogi squat. Heels are probably about shoulder width apart. And sitting your hips low until you feel sensation that is beneficial if you chose to sit on your bottom. And then you can bend your knees, send the soles of the feet together. Inhale, long spine, and exhale to fold forward. Either way, finding a hip opener that feels beneficial. We'll spend 2 more cycles of breath. And finding your way slowly into a plank position. Add a flow or feel free to skip it. Inhale might bring you to some sort of heart opening. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, walk your feet forward. And see if you can sit through a chair. Bend the knees. Toes are lightly forward of the knees. Neutral low back curve. Finding your way onto your bottom. Boat pose. Lean back. Add the feet. Add the legs where you'd like. Maybe drawing the toes together. Opening the hips into your butterfly with a balance this time. And possibly flexing your feet forward into a boat balance happy baby. And possibly you lengthen your right leg, bending from your left knee and hugging your left foot towards the body, towards the hips. It feels like a bow and arrow. And sending your right foot back. So butterfly to lengthen the left leg out to your left side, bow and arrow, other direction. And bring the left foot back. Maybe opening happy baby, maybe lengthening both legs. Just modify as needed. Oh, you might rock back like me. You can try to hug the feet. Lengthen the legs. Look past the toes. Lift your heart. As you lift the heart, you'll find more balance. When you're ready, lay back, maybe through a V-sit. Full body stretch, arms up, point the toes. And we'll find another bridge pose. Feet grounded. Hands and arms into the ground as well. Inhale, rolling up, glute bridge. Stay here, or exhale, roll down. If you feel really open, you can try out possibly a reverse plank or a wheel pose. I'll show reverse plank first. So from feet down, knees bent, hands down, maybe make fists with the hands. Think of stacking the joints. Inhale, lift the hips. You can keep looking forward, or you might look up. It feels pretty intense to look back behind you in the neck, in the front of the shoulders. Do what is serving for you. To get out of it, exhale, tucking chin to chest, then lower the hips. A second variation of reverse plank is legs long, point the toes, keep the knees bent, dig the heels into the ground. Inhale, float the hips. Oh, my mat slipped. So watch out for that. If you would like, you can also practice a wheel pose here. Pretty intense pose, so only if it feels beneficial to you today. Make sure that as you bend your elbows and place your palms down on the ground, fingertips pointed away from your head, that your hands are not on your hair. From here, bridge pose, so hips are up high. It's okay if this is as far as you make it. Keeping knees aligned with hips, ankles under knees. You might then tuck the crown of your head down to the ground. It's okay if this is as far as you make it. If you feel great, pressing through the palms. Tuck your chin, lower the shoulders, then the hips to leave the pose. You might hold longer than me. That's okay. As you do come down, resist the urge to hug the legs immediately towards the body. Let your spine mellow out and practice a few windshield wiper twists first. Legs go one way, look the other. And repeat for a few times. Next time our legs come over to our right side, let's leave them there. Look up. Exhale, looking over to the left, possibly lengthening your left arm over there. Mid-abdominal twist from the rib cage up. Add your breath. When you're ready, switching sides, come through center. Legs to the left, look to the right. When you're ready, returning back to center. Now exhale, hug the legs in. Rock side to side if you want. Option to flip your legs back slowly into plow pose. Hands and arms are grounded. See how you feel. The feet might not touch the ground. That's okay. When you're ready, slowly leaving the pose. And bringing the feet back down. Maybe some more windshield wipers. And from here, we'll leave our legs over to the right. They're staggered. Maybe gently flexing your right foot and resting it on top of your left thigh. Sort of a figure 4 variation, gazing across towards your left. Any rotation from the rib cage up. 3 more breaths. And coming back to center. Maybe pigeon on your back. Exhale. Hugging behind the left thigh. Tuck the chin. Relax the jaw. And keep the legs in pigeon if you want. Set them slowly down over to the left. Exhale, rotation towards the right. Possibly cat chasing its tail pose. Hugging the left foot in the right hand. And slowly release. Return to center. If you want, before the other side, we can practice hugging the legs in to butterfly or happy baby one more time. Rocking if you want. Release the feet. When you're ready, windshield wiper your legs to the left. Pause on this side. Gently flexing your left foot. Then resting the left ankle somewhere on the right thigh for a twist towards your right. Bring softness to your toes. And from here, slowly bringing the legs up, pigeon on your back. Exhale, possibly hugging behind your right thigh, drawing the legs in. And continuing to soften. And from here, if you want, leave the legs in pigeon. Bring them slowly down to your right side. Exhale, twist towards your left. Possibly cat chasing its tail. Left hand hugs the left foot. And the spine feels long and in alignment. Focus to your breath. When you're ready to leave the pose, make your way to center or to one side of your body. Spend as much time in either place. We're going to crawl around into all fours and end in a child's pose. Releasing down, maybe with the knees open if that feels nice. If you have a half frog, where maybe the knee of the left leg comes out wider, the lower left leg follows the left knee, and gently flex your left foot. Half frog or full frog, you'll do the same thing with the right leg. The inside edges of my feet are down and I'm sitting back into my hips. Just going to my edge, so I'm not pushing, I'm feeling sensation, but it feels beneficial. Maybe stack your fists and rest your forehead down on your hands. And this will be our last guided pose. So whenever you're ready to release, find savasana in any position. A lot of people like to lay on their backs. You can bend your knees and ground your feet, or you can lengthen your legs long. Take one more moment to return to any intentions that you set earlier in your practice today. Holding on to those in your mind's eye, planting them in your deep subconscious mind, so that they may come forward and manifest sometime in the future. With every exhale, allowing your intention to fade into the distant part of your subconscious mind. And do that 3 more times until your intention is completely released into your subconscious. Allow yourself to rest. When you may be moving to one side of your body, resting there for a few moments. Eventually making your way up into what you'd like to end in this morning. And the light in me honors the light in each of you. I thank you very much for joining me for your practice this morning. I'm truly grateful for each of you. Namaste. Subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Thank you.